So this person for over the last couple years was ACA Club Liaison Chair, Breeder Awards Program Chair, and Speaker Program Chair. Scott McLaughlin?
What's up, guys? It's your boy Scott from King Queen Cichlids, bringing you yet another new video. Now in today's video, the pop and drop. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, but before that, hit that cue. Alright guys, we are back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I got these Festae, the wild-caught Festaes from Uncle Ned's Fish Factory on Friday morning, and how I got them back to my house Sunday evening. They've been in the same bag that entire time, and how I'm going to pop the bag, drop the water, get the Festae in the net, and then introduce them into my quarantine tank. But before we get started, I do want to thank the American Cichlid Association for recognizing me and many other volunteers who have helped the organization over the years. Now this took place at the Saturday night banquet. I did not know this was going to happen. I was actually taking footage for the New England Cichlid Association when my name got called up, and I received 3 awards of recognition for my service with the American Cichlid Association. First one is the Breeder Award. I was the Breeder Award Chair for 4 years, and I got an award recognition for that. I was the Club Liaison Chair for 4 years, and I got an award for that. And I was the Speaker Program Chair for 4 years, and the ACA again recognized me for that. So thank you very much, American Cichlid Association. You guys have always been the one and only organization that I had to work with. You've been on my bucket list, and I am so proud of the time that I spent with the organization and the work I've done and the people I met, and more importantly, the knowledge and experience that I gained. So thank you very much for these awards. They mean the world to me, and when we move into my new house, they are definitely going up in my fish room. So again, thank you very much. So many times when you go to a convention, there's going to be auctions that are going to be fish for sale. Normally, with my experience, because I've been going to these conventions for over 12 years now, I normally bring a tote, a battery air pump, and just whatever I need to make sure that whatever I purchase is going to make it through the weekend without any problems. I can put them in a tote with water and conditioner and take care of them until I eventually get home and put them in their tank. This particular trip, because we're moving, I really didn't think I was going to purchase anything. I mean, my plan was not to purchase anything. My tanks are all balanced right now. There's no problems or issues going on, and I didn't want to introduce any new fish, especially since I'll be tearing these aquariums down at some point real soon and moving to the new location. But as you saw in my last video, link above, I went to Uncle Ned's Fish Factory and I found some wild-caught Festae. And you don't find wild-caught Festae all the time. It's rare. And you don't find wild-caught Festae that are about 2 or 3 inches long for $18. So I had to jump on this opportunity. I knew that I was going to get in trouble when I got home with Liz because I told her I wasn't going to bring any new fish in. But she is the best. She understood. She thought it was a great deal as well. So I got them. We're going to open the box up. We're going to take them into the kitchen. I'm going to show you how to do the pop and drop method. And I'm going to show you Liz's tanks as well as where I'm putting the Festae for about a week until I introduce them into another tank. Now, why the drop and pop? I guess I'm just going to call it drop and pop because that's what I keep saying. The reason why we do the drop and pop is because these fish were in the original bag that I received them in when I purchased them at the store. Now that water gets foul over 3 days at the convention. Now my responsibility and what I did was every day I would empty some water out and introduce some new water. One of the great things about conventions is you get a gift bag that has conditioner, food, all sorts of stuff that you need. So there was some conditioner that I used from Fritz. Shout out to Fritz. And I used that and to make sure that the water that I was reintroducing into the bag was conditioned. There wasn't going to be any problems. So I did that for 3 days, and I even did that on Sunday morning before I left home. I introduced some new water to it. I emptied like 50% of the water and introduced another 50% back into the water, rebagged them, rubber band them, put them in the cooler so that the temperature would not affect them, because it was crazy hot in Cromwell, Connecticut. So I wanted to make sure that they weren't having fluctuations of temperature which would stress them out and possibly cause them ick. But I got them home, and I'm so happy to say that these guys look great. So we're going to take them into the kitchen where I'm going to do the pop and drop. Going to show you Liz's tanks because that's where these guys are going. So let's go. Oh, all right guys, I almost forgot. I keep forgetting this part. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. If you didn't enjoy today's video, leave me a comment below letting me know what I can do to improve your experience at King Queen Cichlids. Also, consider hitting the subscription button, review my past videos, see if it's something that you like, and if you like it, please consider hitting that subscription button. Alright guys, as you can see, we are in our kitchen, and this is where all of Liz's nano tanks are located. So all this boo-hooing that Liz doesn't have a nice setup or room for her love for aquariums is nonsense. This is a 180-gallon tank, or excuse me, stand that we set up and customized so that she can fit each and every one of her nano tanks in the kitchen. We have, again, a very large kitchen, which is perfect for this setup. And as she's told you a million times, she loves to be in the kitchen, and then having her nano tanks right here as well works perfectly for her. As you can see here, guys, her tanks not only look great, they're thriving, and she has a way with the plants. How she does this all without CO2, I will never know. You guys need to go to the Cichlid Queen and follow her videos to give you an idea of how she is able to create these incredible planted tanks with shrimp and nanofish without any help at all from CO2. It's absolutely amazing what she can do down here. And if I was into nano tanks and plants, which I'm not, I would be thoroughly impressed. So, without further ado, we are going to do the pop and drop, and we are going to put the fish in this tank here where I have my other Festae grow outs from a previous spawn, and they are about the same size as the Festae that I got from Uncle Ned's Fish Factory that I'll be introducing to them, and they should do fine there for a week until I move them into a bigger tank. So, again, I'm going to do some scanning here of all these incredible tanks Liz has. As you can see, she has some really incredible stuff in here. This one in particular is just calling my name. It has absolutely nothing in here, and I would love to throw some grow outs in here, some Dovi grow outs or something, but I know Liz would absolutely kill me, and I value life, so we're not going to let that happen. Again, below, more tanks. Obviously, this is where our dog eats as well, and more tanks over there. So, the Cichlid Queen is not wanting anything when it comes to tanks. I'm going to span over here to the rest of our kitchen, and I'm sorry for how everything looks, but this is where we are going to do the pop and drop. So let's get started. Alright guys, in all honesty, I did not record this video the day that I came back from the ACA convention. No, obviously my fish well-being and getting them into a tank was more important than me setting up my video gear and doing a video. So that was a bit of staging, as we call it in the YouTube world. but I did record with Liz's help how I did the pop and drop and got the fish into the tank. So let's talk about it. Here you're going to see me put a plate over the drain because I just want to make sure that if the fish happens to pop out, jump out, it doesn't go down the drain or anything like that, it doesn't get damaged. I take a knife, I pop the bag, and then I pour the water and the fish over a fish net, getting rid of all the water. Here I am letting you see the fish in the net, and I'm going to walk it back to the tank that I said it was going to over here in Liz's setup and put it in. And I'm going to do it again for a second time. Again, grab the bag, pop it with a knife, pour the foul water out, let the fish come out into the fish net. And I don't recommend what I'm doing here as far as showing them in the camera. It's best to get them in the water as quickly as possible. So move the fish, get them into the fish tank, and drop them in. It's as easy as that. So the following morning I woke up, came down and checked on them, and they are doing absolutely great. Alright guys, there you have it, the pop and drop, pop and drop. That's the way that I introduce fish that I've had in a bag for several days. Again, the reasons why you're doing that is because there's been a lot of ammonia buildup because the fish have been in that small bag for that long. The water's beginning to get foul. You don't want the fish to get any sort of ammonia burn, which is when their scales will actually purge out. Their skin will get a little slimy. You don't want to have that happen. So instead of making them suffer even longer in the bag by floating the bag or drizzling water from the new tank into the bag, you just pop it, you drop them into a net, you get rid of that foul water, and you just throw them into a tank, and they'll be fine, guys. Trust me, they will be fine. If they haven't been in the bag long, then yes, take the extra time to float them on top of the water, let them get acclimated to the water temperature, and then introduce them slowly into the tank. But trust me when I say that the way that I just did these wild-caught Festae was the best, because they just, again, I don't want to keep belaboring on this, had been in that water way too long. You think about it, I got them Friday morning, so they had Friday morning and all day, Saturday all day, Sunday morning, and then I did another water change, 5-6 hour trip back home, finally got here Sunday evening, and I popped and dropped them and got them in the tank. So that was about roughly 3 days, which they were in a bag, which can be very stressful for the fish, trust me. So I hope you liked that tip. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, guys, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment below if you didn't enjoy it, and tell me what I could do to improve. I really do appreciate those comments that I get saying, hey, I wish you would have done this, or you could do this better. It does make me a better YouTuber moving forward. And also, as I said before, look at my videos. Consider hitting that subscription button. I would be absolutely proud if you decide to be a subscriber. It means the world to me. Each and every subscription means something to me, and I hope you guys realize that. Also keep in mind, every time that you subscribe to someone else's channel, you're endorsing them. So make sure that when you subscribe to someone else, you check them out, you make sure that they're doing positive things in the hobby, or at the very least, they're giving you information and education that's going to be beneficial, not only for you, but for your fish. You want to go and subscribe to channels that are going to make you better fish keepers. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for viewing, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.